Hello, FCA family. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all safe. I wanted to send a quick message, a special message to donors and people who have been wondering how they can come alongside the ministry. I've been really seeking the Lord in this COVID pandemic because seasons being canceled, as you know, kids are being left to their own devices for the most part to try to sift through this. And there's loneliness, there's depression, there's confusion, there's a lot of things going on in the midst of the mental health of our kids. And it's been a real challenge in keeping them connected. On the flip side, coaches are engaged like never before because now they have time. And that's a wonderful thing. So while the core right now of the ministry has shifted to pour into coaches, the athletes, they're falling away from the huddles. They're slipping into their own hideaways, if you will, and they're just not staying connected very well to anything. The other day I was driving in the car and we actually had some Fitchburg kids over the house maybe 2 weeks ago. And in that conversation, one of them said, I've never had lobster. And another one said, I've never been to the beach. And then just the other day, I'm driving and I thought, wow, because I was getting ready to go fishing. And I'm like, wow, I bet there's quite a few kids who have never been fishing. And then I started to think, this is a perfect opportunity to encourage kids through firsts. And I started to think of, if sports season is going to be canceled, then what could we do as the body of Christ? This is a time, it's in this time that the body of Christ really needs to rise up, look at the resources that they have available, and to create opportunities for kids to come together. It doesn't have to be done at the church or in the church. And so as I started to think about this season of firsts, what could we do? What resources do we have within this FCA family? Whether you're a donor or not, you've been paying attention and watching and appreciating what FCA is doing. What resources do we have available? Some kids have never been camping, never slept in a tent. Some kids have never been on a rope swing. Some kids have never had some type of an exotic food. So what I'd like to do is to, if you're willing, put it to prayer. Would God have you use your resources to help build a season of firsts for these kids? Says, I'm going to put a survey out to the kids. I'm going to survey them. Hey, what's one thing that you've never done that you would like to do? And as I hear from you and I hear from the kids, what will God do with that? How can we encourage kids by helping them to experience something they've never done? If you don't have a camp, cabin, a boat, a beach at your house, if you don't have things like that, but you want to invest in these kids, I'm inviting you to do it in this season of firsts. If you want to talk about it, call me. But I'd love to, for those who are listening, watching this message, and God's speaking to your heart, let's do it. Let's create a season of firsts for these kids. School is going to look so different for them. There's going to be a lot of frustration. Let's encourage them together. God bless you. I hope to hear from you. Have a wonderful weekend.